Well, alrighty, I suppose we shall get started. You're a little, well, if you had any prayer requests, if you got any, let's hear them now. By now, you should know how this all works. So, if you got any, let's hear them. Then we shall get into our plans for the day. Today, our verse of the day will be from Philippians 4:4. Then we shall carry on with the book of Psalms, after which our current plan is to play a bit of War Thunder and do some more working on our maps from yesterday. But we could also play Hoi 4. That's also an option. So I suppose it's whichever you would prefer to see more. And then, here in about 3-ish hours, we shall raid into Rico's stream. And I will end my stream there, and I shall join him for some Space Marines 2 tonight. You as well, Uncle Dan. Good afternoon, and thank you for blessing the stream. Hope that you're having a blessed day, my friend. But yeah, so we'll be raiding in. That way we can play the game with him, because my hope is that if I just don't stream the game myself, that I won't, turn my computer into a thermobaric bomb. And instead it will just get a little toasty and won't freeze up like it did last time. That was unfortunate last time. I guess it was just a bit too much. It is a laptop at the end of the day, so you can only force so much out of it. To be honest, I'm impressed that it has done as well as it has for as long as it has. Oh no, the rats took a wrong turn. You ended up in Hollywood for an hour or so? Very unfortunate. There are a few worse places to be. Thank you for the take care of yourself, Uncle Dan. I appreciate it. Now it says you're going to Beverly Hills. Man, you're going through just the rundown of the worst places, dude. That being said, I don't see any prayer requests, so I do believe we are ready to get the ball rolling. Heavenly Father, we come to you today, and as we do, I ask that you open our hearts and our minds, that you provide us wisdom, guidance, and discernment, that we may better understand the lessons that it is that you intend for us to take from today, whether they be found here in the good word, or they be found in some conversation or interaction in our day-to-day. Whatever it is that you use to teach us today, just ask that you grant us that wisdom to make use of it. I ask that you continue to provide us a refuge, a place where we can gather with our fellow Christians in your might, where we can fellowship together and where we can renew and refresh ourselves. We live in a world full of temptations, tragedies, and enemies all about us that would see us torn down and led astray, and I just ask that you grant us the strength to overcome each and every one of those hurdles so we may continue our walk alongside you. I ask that you lay your healing hands on each and every one of us. You know our personal struggles, whether we have admitted them out loud or not. You know what's in our hearts. You know what we need, even if we don't know what it is we need ourselves. But above all, I ask for your mercy and for your forgiveness, for we are not but sinners and fools, each and every one of us, and that your will be done in our life. Your heavenly name we praise. Amen. Alright, so opening prayer done. Our verse of the day. Today, Philippians 4:4 from the King James Version of the Bible. Rejoice in the Lord always. And again I say rejoice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, always. Wait, hold on. Always. That makes more sense. They've transcribed it wrong. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice. You should grind? Yeah, you probably should, Chunky. Depending on what you're grinding, you are invited to join me. As per usual, my friend. What's Hoy? So Hoy is Hearts of Iron 4. That's that map game where you play a country during the World War. The Second World War, or right around it. So, you're almost at 5, or you're almost to 5.0 US. Bruh. Bruh. All right, let's continue with the Bible reading for now. We'll roast Chonky some more for his lack of grind in America later. But first, Psalms 35. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded, and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back, and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. For without cause have they hid me from their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that hath hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which deliverest the poor from him that is too strong for him, yea, the poor and the needy from him that spoileth him. False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into my own bosom. I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourneth for his mother. But in mine adversity they rejoiced, and gathered themselves together. Yea, the abjects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me, and ceased not. With hypocritical mockers and feasts, they gnashed upon me with their teeth. Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destructions, my darling from the lions. I will give thee thanks in the great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me, and said, Aha, aha, our eye hath seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord. Keep not silence, O Lord. Be not far from me. Stir up thyself, and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge me, O Lord my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Ah, so would we have it. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous causes. Yea, let them say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, which hath pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and of thy praise all the day long. Uncle Dan, you don't have to apologize if you have to step away and lurk. That's not something that you need to pray for, or to ask for forgiveness from me for, or apologize to me for. No such thing. I am but a streamer. I'm just here to hang out with y'all and have a good time, and hopefully some of you will enjoy it. Who knows? But definitely two verses that popped out to me. False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. And for they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. You enjoy it, but the rats suck at navigation. Very unfortunate. Alright, though. Swap screens. So, Chonky. Rats took another turn again. We're at Santa Monica Pier. You're leading now. See you later. Alright, my friend. We will see you in a bit, then. Well then, Chonky, you need to hop into one of the VCs on the Legion. That way I can pull you into the VC. You should know this by now. You know how this all works. You had plenty of time to get set up, buddy. What is this? I'm spinning up War Thunder as we speak. There we go. Alright, we've got Chonky in here. See, it's funny that you're hating on the Russians, because that's actually who I was playing a little bit earlier. I was flying the PE-3 BIS. Let's see. So you said you're almost to 5.0. Let's see where I'm at with some of my others. If there's any country I can play other than the United States. Anyone but the United States. Is there any options there? Not really. No one else is quite in that same tier. Chalky. Why must you always be at some weird spot that just does not line up with any of my grinds? You're either like way ahead of me in a grind, or you're – in most grinds – way behind me. See, here's the thing though, Chonky. I'm 5.7. So you're falling further and further behind. Technically, I'm 6.3. I just don't have enough 6.3s to warrant jumping up to that tier yet. Yes, it is, Shonky. Yes, it is. And it means now I have to be the one that doesn't get any work done with my grind. I have to swap in a bunch of crappy vehicles that aren't very good. Actually, I have to go way down too, because there's only 2 5.0s. Wait, hold on. You said you're almost to 5.0. What are you at? Don't tell me what you're close to anymore. That I don't care about. What are you at? Well, little man. You're playing 3.7? Okay, hold up then. If you're gonna do 3.7, I might be able to play someone that's actually good. Let me check. I don't want to do 3.7. America. That's like just so far down off of my grind, it will be like I'm not grinding at all. I guess I could get up tiered as Britain. I've got 3.3s in Britain. I've only got 2.3 in the Soviets, and I'm at 3.7, 4.0 actually with the Germans. I guess I could pull back on the Germans, and at least it's still like they're relatively efficient on their grind. So guess I'll have to do that because somebody hasn't been playing very much and has fallen very far behind, which is disappointing. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to do this lineup. We already got the Dicker Max in there. So I guess 2 slots there. What to put in? Shifting stuff around a little bit, and God, there's got to be another decent. I guess that's my only option is to bring that Stug. We'll see about that, Chalky. We will see about all that. Making some bold claims out here, friend. Okay, I don't have anything above a 3.7 in my lineup. Okay. Alright. I'm almost broke because I have to keep paying money to redo these lineups. That way I can actually bring vehicles that he can play with. He's making me broke, chat. And he's preventing me from grinding the Soviets or any of the other trees. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this little dude. Chonky, call me a commie again. You're gonna get banned. I'll ban you in a heartbeat. Don't even think I won't. You should know I will. You of all people should know. Yet. Okay, I guess we're banning Chonky here in a minute. He's deciding to play stupid games, and he's gonna suddenly remember that every time he plays stupid games with me, he wins stupid prizes. It has not once worked out for him. see if we can make it to that hill. Uh-oh. Quickly, obscure everything. Pull all the artillery. Ah, non-10. What are you talking about, gang? What is this? Yeah, of course. Because I have to go and play at this crappy tier because somebody doesn't know how to grind. Okay, well, so much for all that. Got no supporting fire from anybody that was meaningful in any way. That T-34 still just rolled straight up that hill behind me and killed me. Which means now they control that hill, which means now they're just going to be raining fire down on people. So we've given up a very strategic position because a singular armored car was all that was sent there. Donkey, I don't know what map you're looking at that they're already almost in spawn. They're not even remotely close to spawn. Maybe on the central road, but like that would be it, and that's not that close. Does not matter. I'll take it. I'll take an extra 750 silver lions. At least that'll help cover some of those repair costs. I assume that's what you were talking about in them almost being in spawn, and that was not that close. You may have over-exaggerated slightly, friend. I'm pushing up to try to help you with whatever that is. Whoa. Oh, that's a dead KV-2. It's like, that's not what I want to see. Man, there's a lot of dead tanks here. Holy moly. Got engine noises potentially front right. bad spike and lag there for a minute. Very nice. Aw, oh, come on. A yak 9K. What a punk. Dude shot me once. Man, I hate playing at this tier, bro. This is why 3.7 is like not where I would have chosen to grind, but it is what it is, I suppose. 5.0 for Germany would be like, that's creme de la creme. That's where you get all the good stuff around there. Right here, we're still in that phase where it's like, there's a lot of under armored Panzer 3s and 4s in the lineup. Oh, for crying out loud, lost control, get bent. Gaijin out here just like, yeah, we know that you straightened out and that should result in your pilot not passing out because he's no longer sustaining Gs. But we made him sustain the Gs anyway, and now you get shot down by a Soviet because you have to play it this tier. It's great. I love it. I love 3.7. I'm going back to the hangar. I'm out of vehicles already. You're on your own, Chunky. Good luck. I returned to the hangar immediately. Didn't necessarily mean to do that, but it is what happened, so. Yeah, it's all just Panzer IVs and stuff. At least with my other one, it was, you know. At least with my previous lineup, I had tank destroyers that had decent frontal armor, so I could play them like assault guns, you know. Now it's just Panzer III and Panzer IV. Hope no one sees you. If they see you, they're gonna punch straight through you. That, and I've got them all maxed out too, so this is very inefficient for grinding, but it is what it is, I suppose. We have to get Chunky spun up at some point, so. He keeps falling behind on the grind. Went too hard getting 9.0 fighter jets and not doing any of the ground grind. Oh, but we're so close to the 88. That's good at least. I want it. Gib. 88 flak 37. That'll be fun. What I want to do is I want to grind Soviets right now, but they're a little bit too far behind. He's in that awkward spot where he's trying to catch up to the American grind where that's my furthest. But he's ahead of a lot of my other grinds, so it's just like, well, guess we'll play with whatever we can get our hands on here. Let me know when you're back from the match, since I accidentally left too early. At least we got the next part of the pages of history done. Of course, we're still done for because the devs spit in our face with the Salutar mission, which they just were like, the vehicles needed for this are like 12 tiers above everything else that you've needed so far. I'm like, what kind of sense does that make? What the? It's like the monthly events are only for people that have maxed out their tech trees almost, and it's like, but why? I want to earn stuff. I want to participate in these events, but then you punish me. You punish me and treat me as though I were bad. Very sad. Don't appreciate it. But it is what it is. At least we've got 3 of them done, so we should get all of them but that one done, unless they throw another, like, hey, 8.7s. And then we're back to square one of like, well, guess we can't do that one. Let's see. Oh, the Waffenträger. I want it. Look at this thing. Look at this silly little thing. So short. But then they put a pack 4388 in it. It's just good stuff, good stuff. It's a hard-hitting gun, so I'm not surprised that even though this is hidden behind the Nashorn, I'm not surprised everyone's been unlocking it anyway. Of course, it's also 5.7, which lines up with your Tiger H1 when you get that. Making them wow, there's only 3 5.7s actually. Waffenträger, the Panzer 470V, and the Tiger H1. There's not a very comprehensive 5.7 for Germany, is there? Okay, wait, no, there's another one if you get the Versuchsflakwagen. But that's an event vehicle. I wonder how much that costs. Let's see. I'll pull it up. How much are they selling this on the marketplace for? $138. Nope. Everyone on the Gaijin marketplace, they act like they're the guys from Pawn Stars. It's unironically that if it's an event vehicle or something, they'll hit you with the, I know what I got. I paid $10 for this vehicle, but I know it's worth $375. And you're like, wait, what? What do you mean? They are wrong. But Donkey, if you're still in that match, you better be winning at this point. Gaijin prices them? I don't think so. Not on the marketplace. Marketplace is the one that's run by the community. Because I was able to put stuff on sale for price that I chose. Pretty sure that the marketplace is not that way. For the vehicle sales, maybe. Okay, wait, does this mean you're out of the match? Because if so, like, ready up, bud. Come on. Or are you you're still in the match, but you're Ray. Man, stopping mid-combat to text. Bold strategy. Not a good one for survival, mind you, but a bold strategy. Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna see what I can do on the side to get some stuff dealt with. Got that closed. Okay, no. Not a whole lot I can do right now, then. Are we at least winning the battle at this point? With how long it's going, I assume it must be that it... No? Then how the heck you still in there if we ain't winning? What the heck? What do you mean? What do you mean, no? Y'all out here doing the slowest defeat in human history. And how it was when I left, I was expecting that was going to be a quick match. I don't know how you're still in there if we're losing, but... Oh, it finally ended. Thank goodness. I see. Well, whenever you're ready. You got it ready up. What's going on over here? Chonky's lost in the sauce, y'all. That or he's typing out a novel, one or the other. Should I go get a pillow, Chonky? I'm gonna be able to take it. There he is. He's ready. Holy moly, let go. This feller. Oh no. Central Point Seversk Winter. This is gonna be interesting, by which I mean this is going to be wildly unpleasant. We'll spawn with the funny one first. Why not? Because it's not fully maxed, at least. I think it's like one of the only ones. I think it and Ostwind and Wirbelwind are the only ones that I have that aren't maxed out at this rank. Well, at least the German gray is like not uber noticeable here. So at least we got that going for us. And there's a couple of good sniping spots. I wonder, how's this one stack up on its gun depression? Stacks up well. So, then that means what we need to do is we need to find us a nice little ridge on one of these hills where we can just barely pop our tank over. Mostly just have the gun exposed and then start popping people as they try to cross the open fields. Which means I'm going to have to rely on Chonky and these others that have turrets to kind of create that shield, that cushion. Because boy, the enemy get in close, I'm going to be in trouble. This thing is not nimble. I don't think there's anyone that would describe the Dicker Max as nimble. Jockey's already dead, so he's not going to be creating any kind of envelope of protection around us, so guess we better turn forward and get ready to fight. Upside, I think that's the one that killed Junkie, so we have avenged him. And everyone around me is dead. Quite literally everyone that was with me. You know, those ones that earlier I was saying we were going to have to hope they could create a an envelope of protection. They are all dead. And there it is. Now we're taking fire. Gunner's down, gun breach is smoked. He's up on the hill. Anyone can shoot at him. Literally anyone. He's sitting out in the open on a hill. Christ alive. Yeah. Literally an ASU sitting in the open on a hill. I have to die before anyone actually can shoot him. Good God. Oh, the aim. The aim is painful, chat. We'll bring in the F2. At least that's got a 250, so maybe I can help. Why is there a guy in a PBM? Is it just like bring your idiot to work day? Is that what's going on? Why we got a PBM here? Oh god, there's a Yak 9. Another enemy fighter. There are multiple enemy aircraft up. Okay, get back, game. Come on. I guess bring out the Whirlwind. So apparently we don't have anyone that's competent in that role, so we need people doing it. God, I forget how small the magazines on this thing are. Come on, game. What the heck was that? Let's go. Where's that engine sound coming from? Of course, he shredded everyone in the turret. And he's gonna kill us during our reload. Yep. Have I mentioned I really hate playing this tier? It's brutal. And by brutal, I mean it's wildly unpleasant. The German vehicles of this tier all fall into like these really weird spots where it's like, it's not really at their apex yet, but it's not like at the early part of the war where the enemies were also kind of still trying to figure out tank design. This is the point where a lot of countries are figuring out tank design already, and Germany's kind of stuck playing the like, the catch-up game or the modernization game. So he went off that way. Welcome in, Valmont. There he is. This last one's being evasive. I think he saw all of his friends get shot down by AA, and now he's being a little bit smarter about his maneuvers, maybe. Got him. There we go. Swap back to our AP belts. Oh wait, no. Swap back to the air belt. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Where the heck did he go? Get off the hill, get off the hill. Whee! Son of a gun. This is a miserable experience, I'll be entirely honest. I would rather play almost any other tier. But we shall continue on. Welcome in, Pressure. Welcome in, Berlin. Oh, I'm out of AA platforms, so. I'm returning to the hangar, Chonky. You can keep fighting on if you want, but, nah. Let's see, can I at least get some points towards... Nope, not enough to get anything that is important yet. Chonky, do you have literally anything else that you would want to grind that's not at, like, one of the least pleasant tiers to play? Anything. Because I'll be real honest, 3.7 is like pulling teeth. US or Sweden, you haven't touched anything else. My goodness, dude. What the heck? How are you so far behind? I don't get it. How do you have 9.0? And then you've only like barely touched Sweden and the US and that's it. How the heck did that happen? I don't understand. Oh, well, at least I unlocked the 88. Don't actually have enough to afford it because it's a very expensive vehicle, but... Alright, Chalky. Well then, you might have to play by yourself, maybe? Because I don't really have enough money to keep redoing all of my lineups constantly to try to be in these weird tiers. I don't have anything that would do that. Maybe I can, let's see. USA 5.0 is going to take us back down to the slog of an A1 and a T1. Or the M6, rather. It wouldn't even be. Yeah, Chunky, I'm just you're gonna have to just go grind on your own, I guess, for a bit, my guy. I can't do these tiers, bro. I'm gonna go do the Russian grind for a bit because they're at 2.3, which is at least sustainable. Well, actually, no. We'll do the Air Force because we can work on the P3. We're getting good at that. We got some 5 points or the 2.7s there. Now, I kind of want to see how these rockets perform. Curious. So I just unlocked them in the last match before we started upstream. So we're gonna go and we're gonna see how these rockets do. And then we will rejoin Chonky on America whenever he finally gets to 5.7, where there's some decent vehicles and we've got a good lineup already spun up for that one. But I need to make some money. Because we were not making any money there. That was just suffering. But we'll see how this does, especially because this thing I've got decently upgraded now. The last 2 times I flew this in a match, it was still completely bare bones, basically. I think I had the radiator upgrade, and that was it. Let's see. Cut back on throttle. Also realizing since Chonky left the VC, I guess we'll disconnect. That way that's one less thing eating up connection. There we go. A lot of ground targets. Don't like that all the ground targets are going to take me right underneath their fighter envelope, which is going to be real unpleasant, but it's really all we got. Okay, I can't hurt those with these rockets, because these are high explosive rockets, I think. So unless I'm top downing Those medium tanks, we're not going to do much to them. We'll go for that A-20G. See if we can splash a couple of fellow ground attack aircraft, because this one actually does have a decent gun. And the belts that are in it are not half bad, so we might be able to take these two out pretty easily. If anything, actually, we'll go for the one that's behind first. I'm almost tempted to dump the rockets just so I can get a little bit more speed. Which is what we're gonna do. Drop those rockets, see if we can catch up to these A-20s. We'll get another load of rockets whenever we go back to the airbase, but I swear if that P-47 shoots them both down and I don't get anything, I'm gonna be... Thanks, bud. Way to really play for the team there, bud. Alright, well, now we don't have any ground attack rockets, and we don't have any A-20s to shoot at. What a waste of time. And we flew this far out of our way. So we were like here, headed in for here. And we turned and chased those guys, and just nothing. That P-47 just ran in and slapped all of them. Very unfortunate for us. Hopefully he will continue to prove to be a decent pilot, though. Because we need good fighter pilots, at least. Otherwise we're going to get killed by a fighter as well. And that will be unpleasant. Speaking of which, there's a P-36 coming down on top of us, and our P-47 is off over there, not paying attention. Which is not a good sign for him being a decent fighter that covers his friends. Yeah, it looks like he's going for the 110 AIs. Oh boy. Yep. He's just leaving me to my own devices. Here comes another one too. God, I hate fighter pilots like that, dude. The worst kind of players in the game. Run in, grab a couple of easy kills, abandon your aircraft to your other pilots to get killed. It's just like, but why, dude? Why? I don't even have an extinguisher, so we're just gonna burn. Like, there's nothing we can do about it.
Deliver me from mine enemies, O my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. The mighty are gathered against me. Awake to help me, and behold.
Even now, getting done over by American pilots. Some things never change. No points towards anything valuable from that match. I guess we'll just do ground battle, because apparently I shouldn't be doing air battle right now, because it will punish me for the sin of taking to the air. So, we'll keep working on 2.3 on the ground. Good stretch then, huh? Alright. Oh, okay, hold on. I thought that was single point Stalingrad for a minute. I was like, oh no. But it's regular Stalingrad, so that's not terrible. We can make do with that. I don't have any of like the heavier armored Russians yet where I can start kind of, brawling effectively, but I do think the T-80 is spaded now. I had a very good match in it earlier today by being sneaky. And somehow just everyone kept driving past me and letting me shoot them from the side and killing them. Which was very convenient for me. Uncle Dan, I appreciate it, my friend. Tractor graveyard. Very sad. Nothing but dead tractors back there. Oh, he just shot one of them. Man can't even let them rest in peace. Drifted slightly more to the left than anticipated there. I was wondering what had happened. I was like, why did I stop moving? What happened? What's going on? Gun around. Oh, they already killed him. And I get shot by a long gun. Wait, what? Oh, it must be China that's on our side. I was like, wait a second. How did I get killed by a long gun? I saw a Chiha Kai. That explains it. I was mildly confused there for a moment. Regardless, definitely unfortunate that we got smacked by him. I didn't see him hiding at the end of the factory line there. So now we'll bring out our tractor with an AT gun on it. Hi, friend. He sees a fellow Zis, and I guess now he's intending to follow us. We've made a friend, I think. Who knows? Let's see. Trying to watch the map and get a sense for what's going on out ahead of us, but mostly right now it just looks like we're losing. That's all I'm really reading from it right now, because everyone keeps getting killed without IDing any enemies. Or when they do ID someone, they've just killed them themselves. So it's just not a whole lot of intel to work with, but... Ah, the other's is 30 was broken off. Oh, I saw him for a second there. Are you kidding me? But I think at least I tagged him, but dang. There would be a Sark just sitting right there. What an abysmal second match. I'm starting to think they don't want me to play the game at all. And we're definitely not making any money right now, but if we just need to get a little higher tier for Russia, we'll start getting the T-34s and the KV-1s, and that's when you start making some good money, because those tanks are exceptionally survivable in this game. Are more survivable than they ever were in real life. Single point Cuban, and it's the one in the valley. This is gonna be interesting. Because that makes it a very small zone of the map that's being fought for. So it's basically whoever gets there first is gonna have a huge advantage, and whoever takes the 2 hills first. Mainly the central hill, but if we can take the hill on their end as well, that would be huge, because that'll let us fire down into the main road that they can take into it. And when you're not an armored car getting chased up there by yourself, if you've got a couple of tanks up there, it's typically fairly defendable. Okay, nice job, doofus. Don't just hit the brakes. There's a whole convoy of tanks behind him, and he's just like, I'm gonna stop. Very big brain. Hey. You'll always run into bad drivers. It doesn't matter where you are. Oh, it did the thing again. Yeah, that must be tied to that update. That, I'm convinced at this point. That's the only viable explanation. Something just smacked us. Ricocheted, so it couldn't be a very big gun, but it also hit us on a very steep angle. They're up on the hill already. I think someone popped a shot at us there. Back it up, try to get out of that artillery barrage that he called in on top of us. There we go. Problem is, we don't have enough armor to really reliably bounce one of his shells. All we can kind of hope as we go around this corner is that he hit the driver. And the gun depression is so abysmal, we can't get the gun down low enough to shoot back at him. Hello, Star. Got you. I just needed to get the gun on him. That's all I needed. It's unfortunate that he killed 3 of our crew, but I'll take it. As long as we got a gunner, a loader, and a driver, we're still fighting at essentially full strength. Just ricocheted off us that time. Are you kidding me? Alright, you want to play that game, bud? You want to play that game? Alright, we can play that game. We can play that game. We can play that game, chat. It's okay. He wants to play that game. We're gonna play that game now. Thinks he's real sneaky up there. Thinks he's real clever. Feeling kind of down today, Berlin? Well, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Sometimes it just happens, you know? Can't always have good days. But I do hope that we can help alleviate it at least a little bit while you're here. Alright, stop. Stop. How am I? I'm good enough, I suppose. I noticed that I'm a wee bit on the irritable side today, but, sometimes it just happens. As I said before, not every day can be a good day, you know? Alright, AA, I get your point, I get your point. I'll go away for now. I get the feeling that that's probably that guy that we shot down in his plane a minute ago. Because he's been going hard after us. Like, that AA had a grudge, so I can only assume that that's what that was. Why is this map so zoomed out? Good lord. Alright, they killed the Sark finally. Most days are good though, so you're thankful for that? Yep, that's all we can ask for, you know? Not every day's a good day. Just gotta take what we're dealt sometimes and push on. Though I am glad to see that you're here. Lowering the landing gear and going to set her down. Cut the engine under 100 mile an hour so we can nose back and come to a stop. You made a deal to wear your glasses for a week, and if it improved any, that you would get your eyes retested. You're regretting the deal? Very unfortunate. But it is important to do such things. You need to take care of your eyes, and if you need to be wearing glasses, then you need to be wearing glasses. Otherwise, you're doing a lot more damage to your eyes by causing a lot of unnecessary strain on them. So, if you need to be wearing them, you should probably be wearing them. Otherwise, you're just going to keep making it worse. Okay, so this doesn't have takeoff flaps. You hate wearing them? Well, see, you're an adult though, friend. I hate broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Actually, I don't hate Brussels sprouts, but I'm not a big fan of, like, most vegetables. If I have to choose, I will take a plate of meat over a plate of veggies. I still eat salads, even though I'm not exactly a fan of them. Sometimes we just have to do things that we don't like. Yeah, well, you can't take it back now. No point crying over spilled milk. You're an adult now, so you gotta be an adult. And unfortunately, that means sometimes having to make the decision that's not very fun or not very enjoyable because it's better for your health, even though it sucks. There are limitations, of course. There are some times where it's like, there's only so much you should trade, but... I mean, Chonky, literally no one was saying that you didn't have to bring an aircraft. Like, you chose to impose that on yourself. Your controller said, well, buy a new controller at some point, bro. Seems that I've made a friend. Darn it. I was hoping maybe I could recover it, but... no such luck. Quit zooming the map so far out, game. Good lord. It does not need to be that zoomed out. Good lord. Yes, you told me. You told me that the cat was a fan of his father. Alright, Chunky. Enjoy your lurk. Go this way and avoid that artillery barrage, because you're a very open vehicle, and one of those shells landing even remotely near me could kill me. Okay, so someone's up there. BT-7 got himself killed. Thankfully, I'm a tank destroyer, so the Valentine's armor doesn't actually mean all that much to me. Yeah, I had to check. Son of a gun. How did I not hear him? The world's still... You know what? We're bringing a BT-7M. It's maxed out, so I normally don't bring it in. But... Oh, you talking about the tank that had passed us earlier? That's because he was driving one of these. These are designated cavalry tanks. So, they're not actually part of an armored division. They use cavalry-style tactics. They are typically quite fast. The one I was driving was essentially a tractor with a gun on it. I just don't drive it very much because at the low tiers, the BTs are like one of the most easily grinded vehicles, so you get through them really quickly. So I haven't wanted to use them because it's like, well, I mean, I could put it towards other stuff and then actually be getting somewhere. Or I could do it with them and just have a fun time. But I'm trying to be somewhat reasonable on my grind and trying to get the grind done in a sensible fashion, but it doesn't always work that way. But yeah, BT-7s are startlingly quick, whereas ZIS-30s are not. $39 mph versus technically 26.4 mph, but we got 46 horsepower. It's got 500. So, you know, that's why it shot past us so quickly. Because it's got 10 times as much, or more than 10 times as much horsepower as we do. So we have a decent theoretical top speed. We never see that top speed. They see their top speed. Trust me, you'll feel their top speed in a BT. BT-7s are crazy. So is the BT-5. It's fast too. There's 3 of them at low tiers, and they're just... These 3 are all apex predators for the low tier Soviets. They probably get more kills than 90% of the rest of these vehicles combined. I think maybe the T-28 and the Su-76 get decent kills too, but like, guarantee you BT-7M gets more kills than the T-26-4, the T-60, and the T-70s combined. Probably more than with the T-26 combined with them. Probably more than... Actually, I would say the BT-7M probably gets more kills than all of the vehicles combined except maybe Su-76M and the T-28. And that's it. They are high-level threats. And now what we could do, we can swap this in... What we'll do. We'll swap our BT-7M for the Gaz MM, so we can bring a pickup truck with a 25mm cannon. Because that's not grinded out yet either, so... Perfect timing, Uncle Dan. I was just opening the bottle of water. Goodness gracious. Single point center Sinai. Oh, dear God. This is going to be painful. This is going to be very, very painful. We'll bring out the truck first because we might be able to make it up onto the hill quickly. Trying to remember doing it to do it every 30 minutes. I mean, I certainly appreciate it, my friend. It actually does mean that I like it. It's one of the better ways to ensure that I am actually taking care of myself because I have a habit of forgetting. And then I wonder why I have like brutal headaches, and it's like, oh yeah, it's because I'm dehydrated all the time. Like that you can tell who's the commander. He's the only one with a hat. Everyone else has to wear a helmet and they're too low ranked. None of those hit, but hopefully that made him duck his head back down. Stop shooting at our friendlies while they're trying to cross the open. We're essentially just adopting third world army tactics right now, where it's like, so how do you do anti-tank work? Well, I put a large AA gun on the back of a truck, and I just spray at them. I got my transmission. Sir? Sir, if I get the gun working again, you realize I'm going to immediately light you up. Okay, well. I was deeply unlucky that the first shot hit our transmission for us, because that's just at that point like, well, not a whole lot I can do here. Wait, is that a mixture? Oh, okay, it is. So you get... Oh, okay, fair enough. Like, wait a second. Like, why does it say I have rockets and bombs? It's because I have rockets and bombs. That's why. I didn't even notice. If I had known that sooner, I would have probably been running this loadout more often, because while the bombs are kind of small, so long as I land them directly at someone's feet, I can kill them, and the rockets are semi-armor piercing. So, if I can hit a tank, it's very likely to actually do some solid damage to it. Okay, I'm seeing an A-36, an I-15, and a P-39 in all three of those. Well, the A-36 is technically a ground attack. But all three of those are fighters. If I get gunned down by an enemy fighter because I have no cover, I'm going to be slightly miffed. Okay, we're going to target that AA first. The bomb bay was closed. I forgot. The 50s go into a bomb bay. Gotta get him. About as last second as we could have dropped those bombs, but... Darn it. Man, those things didn't do nothing to him. So those have to hit, otherwise they're basically useless. That's good to know. So we'll probably not use that loadout after all. Have to see if I can do a custom loadout and make one where it's not set up that way. Maybe there's a way to get one set up where it's it'll give me, what is it, the 250s and rockets. I doubt it. That's probably too much strat. Wait, hold on. Why did it spawn me in a T-80? I chose this. Why am I in this? Son of a gun. Well, guess we're driving a T-80. And I see no one on the team has any cojones. Come on, guys. Grow a pair. Get moving up. The enemy are out in the open. All you gotta do is not be a coward for once in your life. Do something. Come on. I believe in you. You can press the W button. Yes! Uh-oh. At least it let us bring out the correct vehicle this time. We'll see if we can start clearing out some of the enemies with the ZIS-30. But of course the issue is this thing doesn't have any gun depression really, so we're not going to be able to peek over the hill very well, which is unfortunate. That's the best way to be survivable as a tank destroyer most of the time, is present as little of you to the enemy as you can. But some countries didn't figure that out. Thank goodness for that friendly being there. I can't tell what's shooting over there, but I'm gonna shoot at it. Oh, wait, hold on. Being protected by the corpses of his allies. Son of a gun. The rocking on that thing makes it real hard to do anything where you gotta snap and shoot. Because if you gotta snap and shoot, good luck. Your gun's gonna be rocking for the next 3 or 4 minutes. It's not as bad as the T-80. T-80, like I don't stop to shoot the T-80. I just keep driving because there's less wobble on the gun whenever you are driving it than there is when you try to stop the T-80. You try to stop a T-80, it'll stop. And then for probably a good 15 to 20 seconds, it will wobble very aggressively, and you're just... that's an over-exaggeration as well, but it's probably, I'd say, a good solid 2.5 seconds, maybe, of just aggressive shaking. And you cannot hit the wide side of a barn while it's doing that. You're better off writing a strongly worded letter for your enemy at that point. Son of a gun. Getting bombed to nobody's business out here. Well, we're out of vehicles. Yeah, like I said, that was going to be a rough map, especially with Russia. It's the one time where being Russian's going to be rough just due to the fact that none of you have any gun depression, and you're on a hill, and the enemy's coming up the hill, which means they're all below your guns. And you're just like, wait, this is the one situation we don't want. It's the one time that the Russians are not well suited to the combat situation. Are you on a hill? Yes. Rest in peace. Especially when it's only one hill in the center. It's just like, so what you're saying is you're going to take fire from all sides the entire time. Very unfortunate. And most of the targets will be beneath your gun, which means you have to drive down the hill to shoot at them. Or you have to be trying to attack and driving up the hill, but driving up the hill against someone that does have gun depression is rough because typically that means their target is rather small for them. Like they present a small target to you, you do not present a small target to them. Which is the inverse of what you want. In 90% of combat situations, you want the exact opposite of that. You want to be a small target, and you want the enemy to be a big target. Give me my truck. I'm once again going to go do truck stuff. AKA, going to fight like I'm being involved in a North African civil war. Which means firing the gun over the side of the truck. Which does ensure it's going to wobble real aggressively as well, because like these things do not have very good suspension. But by keeping the gun exposed over that side, if I whip the vehicle around when finding someone, if I whip to the side, it should have the gun already facing the correct direction. Thank goodness for that friendly there. Something with a very big gun is over there. Oh, it's because it's a long gun. Finished emptying that magazine out. Oh, that guy just got shot from behind. So is that guy. Hi, friend. Oh, that's all the way on the other side of the map. That is not a friendly engine sound. It's quite the opposite, in fact. Okay. Apparently we need to stay away from that water as well. Because, it's made out of stiffer material than we are. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a truck do that. Get slightly close to a building, just immediately starts to drive up it. It's one of the funnier things with the physics in this game. Okay, so our friendlies are moving up, so we're gonna go the other way then. We'll rotate the gun over our side again and start driving. Yep, that BT-7 already got himself killed. That's why you don't push spawn, bud. Well, I haven't had to do much AA work so far. Every enemy aircraft that's spawned in seems to have crashed immediately. Of course, that one sounds like he's still alive. There he is. This other one. There he is. Bring the gun around, bring the gun around, bring the gun around. Oh, no! You jerk. I was trying to tow my friend. You, sir, are a rapscallion. Hold on, let's see. Can I? Darn it, you can't create one. That sucks. Not even hits, huh? Did stream go down? Doesn't look like it. Huh. Must just be servers then. guess I could stop firing the machine guns and just fire cannons whenever it's those kind of ground targets. They got too much armor, so I'm just kind of wasting my machine gun ammo unless it's an open top. Almost got taken out by the ultimate AA defense system in the game, the trees. Once the cannons are dry, we'll return to the base and get some more equipment. Whew. Again, I think we nicked one of those trees. We must have. The left wing is damaged now. Do one more pass, dump the last of the cannon rounds, and then we're out of here. Nice try, bud. Time to go get more bombs, more cannon ammo, and fix whatever the tree did to the wing. Because it didn't look like I had hit the tree, to me at least, but I guess we must have. We must have nicked it. How rude. Don't shoot at me. They spawned a Wellington? That's a bold strategy. It wasn't a very smart strategy, but that was a bold strategy. Oh, they were probably... It was probably one of the Wellingtons that has the big bomb. Because there are only 3 countries in this game that get a low-tier bomber with a big old bomb that you can drop that's big fun. The Soviet Union with the PE-8, where it can drop the 5,000 kilogram bomb, which is just a map clearer. The British with the Wellington, I think. I don't remember what size theirs is, but it's pretty sizable. And then the Germans with the Heinkel 111, one of the variants of it. Carries a 2,500 kilogram bomb, which is pretty big. It's no 5,000, mind you, but... Under 90, so what's going on here? Must be whatever happened to the left wing. It's causing it to try to drag. Almost flipped us there. That would have been unfortunate. Got the engine, and now we will rearm and repair. And then we shall fly back and see if we can do that. See what we can get done. We got 5 ground kills, 1 air kill. Wait, what was the air kill? Huh? Oh, it was that bomber we shot down with the truck. I was like, wait a second, I don't remember getting an air kill in this. There is an M15 up. Do need to be aware of him, because I think that's the one that's got the cannon mixed in with the 50s. And if that's the case, that one can actually kill an IL-2. I mean, technically anything with a 50 cal can kill an IL-2 from the head on, if it kills the pilot. Otherwise, the plane is pretty well armored, but... we'll see what we're working with when we get over the target. Our I-16 appears to be loitering over the battlefield, and there's not a lot of tracers. There is someone shooting at him, but that's a good sign for them lacking AAs. Okay, now there's 2 of them. So now they got more AA going. Our I-16 got shot down by a light AA Mark 1. Isn't that the little British thing with the piddly little shooters? How'd he kill you? Oh, it's an I-16. Wait a second. That's a biplane, I think. Got him. It did just spawn something else. That might be another AA platform, but it's hard to tell. Doesn't appear to be. It's... That worked out really well for him. None of his guns would have killed me except for his main gun, and he got real lucky with that hit. And they've got a guy pushing into our spawn, so I'm going to spawn in and promptly execute him. Come on, let me kill him before the match ends. You... I'm not going to say what I wanted to say. That's the scumbag thing. If you have to do that, that's how you know you're a bad player. And I say that to any one of their faces. You gotta push into my spawn, like, I don't know what to say. You suck at the game. You should probably go play something else, bud. Because that's sad. That's real sad. Makes you look desperate and makes you look pathetic. But it also makes you look scummy. So it's like... there's just no winning with it, and I don't know why you would do it. Especially because half the time it just ends up immediately blowing up in your face, because when people spawn, they're invincible. So... half the time you just drive into their spawn, it makes you look like a terrible person. Someone spawns and instantly kills you, because they're invincible and you're not. At which point it's like, well... you lost in literally every field that you could have lost there, bud. How do you feel? Was it worth it? Let's see. Not enough points for anything? I could level up the defensive armament, but I'm not going to waste points. That'd be stupid. I wonder, can I make loadouts here? Is it just in match that I'm not allowed to do that? Okay. Okay. So that does work. So we can use that. So we can bring some of the really small rockets, which aren't going to do much. That's more just harassment. And it could kill an open top, I suppose. If I hit anything that's like a truck or an open top with those rockets, it'll probably kill them. Look at those little things. They're like fireworks strapped to the bottom of your wing. Let's see. That's the case. So that's the one for shooting aircraft. That's the one for shooting everyone else. I also just noticed this truck only has one headlight. And that's normally. It comes with one headlight, and that's it. We might do 1-2 more matches, and then we'll swap over, do a little bit of art while we wait for Rico to get spun up. That'll also let my laptop cool off a little bit before we swap over to another intensive game. If we queue. I don't know what's going on. There we go. I'm starting to wonder. Oh, test site 2271. Darn it. Not the best map. Not the worst, but not the best. That's what we'll do. We'll carry 30 belts of the AP, 27 belts of the anti-air. Wait, no, hold on. Cancel. Oh, man. I just realized at the last second that second belt that we've got, that's just the normal belt. That sucks. I wanted that to be my anti-air belt, but I guess not. Take care of myself? Alright, one moment. Not in a good spot to do so. All of our momentum gone. Some resilient fences right there. Hit the Bino thing again. There we go. I guess we could turn the gun the other way, because... Oh, no. Okay, so no one was watching that flank, so we're dead. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to stretch now. That was unfortunate. I hate when that happens. First shot knocked out our transmission, so there wasn't anything we could do about it either. It's just like, well, guess I'll die. Of course, that also means we obviously need to immediately bring out what is essentially another not tank. We drove a truck, now we're driving a tractor. Truly the most Soviet armored division to ever exist. It's actually pretty accurate. Russia's always had a problem with this. That's why they're struggling so much even now, today. Like... Maintenance. Maintenance and lack of sufficient vehicles to replace destroyed ones. That is a consistent problem throughout their history. And most attribute it to their tendency towards local level corruption and high level corruption. Because it's hard to do maintenance if you've not got any money to maintain the vehicles. Or any parts to maintain the vehicles because your commander sold them all. Please. Okay, apparently that is a really strong set of barrels. Cannon breach. Okay, thank goodness. What just ate my shell? Are you kidding me? Just gonna back it on up. I also think that turning this way has worked out. Hi, friend. I could hear you. Sir, did I make you angry? I made him angry. I don't know which one he was, but I made him angry. And that is what we call revenge bombing. I also do it, everyone does it, it's just a normal part of the game, but it's funny. Mine's more opportunistic most of the time. It's like, if you're still there, then I'm going to take advantage of it. But if you're not there, I'm like, guess I'll just find another target, I guess. Whatever. But there are some people, you're their target when they spawn in an aircraft, and they will lose their aircraft to kill you. No price is too high for some revenge bombers, which is always hilarious, because 9 times out of 10, it backfires in their face if they're that kind of person. Hi, friend. I love APHE shells. Uh-oh. I don't know how that only killed our gunner. I'll be real honest. I think we're about to get bombed again. Oh, he didn't have any bombs. Non-pen. Okay, well. Sir, what are you shooting? Yeah. It's just like, it's an M4A3 hull. So at this tier, from the front, near impenetrable for a lot of guns. So it's just like, well, now what? I'll immediately call artillery on that position, see if we can force him out of there. If I get a flank shot on him, I might be able to kill him, but if he's facing me from the front, I am likely not going to be able to do anything. Start the engine! Start the engine! up my circle, so now I don't get to catch him. I almost had him too, and now I bet you he's probably got his crewman back. Thank goodness for that friendly coming to help us. We almost had him, and then it server lagged, and that's why I jerked right into the into those tanks, that fuel tank that we were circling. If you were wondering why I did that not so smart move, that is what occurred there. I had not hit the right button, and it was like, no, you pivot right now. Very unfortunate. Got an enemy engine sound nearby. Commander Gunner. Couldn't get his track. This fire can't be extinguished with an extinguisher. This is very unfortunate. Will we survive it? Maybe. We survived the fire. Nice. Now we just need to fix our tracks. Because that bomb not only set off our fuel tank, it also blew both tracks off and completely immobilized us. Slowly, slowly turn the turret. We need the turret to be facing the correct direction when we go into this engagement. Because this, for a light tank, is one of the, it might be the slowest, but if it's not, it's certainly one of the slowest light tank turrets in the game. Thank goodness for that She-Hawkeye again. He actually has a gun strong enough to pen them pretty reliably. Resupply. We spent a bit of ammo already. There we go. But yeah, essentially with a turret that rotates this slow, you have to rotate the entire tank. You gotta play this like it's a tank destroyer, not a light tank. It's just a fast tank destroyer. piddly little 45 is just not enough for this. Come on, Gunner, wake back up. We need to shoot his tracks and immobilize him. Son of a gun. Don't hurry, turret. Yeah, trust me. There is no circumstances where a T-80 turret will hurry. The sun will shine like a black light before it would do that. T-80 turrets do not turn quickly under any circumstance. It's just, that's not how it works. The Soviets did not equip it with a electric system, so it's a hand-cranked turret, and the turret is way too heavy for the kind of hand crank that's in that thing, so it's just useless. Hence why, like I said, you'll see me most of the time when I'm driving it pivot the entire tank to shoot something, rather than trying to rotate my turret. Because by the time the turret's there, I'm either dead, or if I'm not dead, the enemy is long gone. Trying to remember how you found my channel, but you're thankful that you did? Well, I'm certainly glad that you feel that way, Berlin boy. You're always welcome in, my friend. I appreciate you being here. And I'm glad that the streams provide some kind of enjoyment, at least. Clearly, if you're thankful, I would assume that means you get some kind of enjoyment out of it. Alright, so let's see, how are we looking now? We got two 2.7s now. We could start using them, or we could wait because we're getting close there.
Deliver me from mine enemies, O my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. The mighty are gathered against me. Awake to help me, and behold.
I do so enjoy that one. Oh man, look at this thing. Look at it. And then the T-50, which is what we really wanted at 2.7, because this thing is busted. For a light tank, it's actually pretty solid. Penetration's a little low. What about that one? Nah. Alright, I think this will be the last match, and then we'll swap over, like I said, to do a little bit of art while we wait for Battle Brother Rico to start his stream, and then we shall raid into him. And at that point, we will be over there with him to play some Space Marines too. Because hopefully that way, my laptop will not attempt to go supernova on me again. It won't have a thermonuclear meltdown. It won't pull a Chernobyl on me. Is like the pre-T-34. Before they made the T-34, it's this. I think this is actually made after, but this is like the proto-T-34. Same kind of shape and everything, it's just smaller. The T-34 that they reduced in size. Yep. That's why I found it so hilarious. And why I knew that I had to have it. Someone went into his videos and was like, no one likes the Christian stuff, you should stop it, because, you know, a lot of people on the internet nowadays are cringy atheists. Have been for a while now. Hey, wow, look at that, get banned. I don't know why my bot's not doing that, though. I have it set to where it should smack people for posting links. There's a hostel he's hiding out on the other side of these houses, I think. Yep, there he is. Farewell, sir. Shooting a little low. There we go. It's gotta be a hostile plane. Gonna say, I didn't get any indications on the map that we had friendly aircraft up, so. Oh, darn it. Oh, what a lucky shot. Holy moly. That was pure luck. Oh my goodness. That wouldn't have killed me under normal circumstances because it ricocheted off my armor. But it ricocheted off my armor down into the hull and thus turned it into a killing shot where it wouldn't have been normally. That was so very lucky for him and so very unlucky for us. It do happen sometimes, though, unfortunately. Sometimes your armor is so good that it kills you. Every once in a while. Everyone just died in there. Like, everyone in C just died simultaneously. Which is not a great sign for us since we're heading towards C. In fact, I'd say it's a very bad sign. BB-1 killed one of them. Yep, he's already pushing up, pushing our spawn. That's unfortunate. You know what? Fine then. I'll bring out the IL-2. If you want to do that, fine. That's fair. But I hope you're prepared to get bombed now. And not by a BB-1 that doesn't know what he's doing. Like, what happened before. That guy dropped that bomb way too low for it being an assault fuse. Like, he guaranteed that he would die to his own bomb dropping it that low like that. I drop bombs low too, but my bombs aren't on assault fuses. They're on 1.5 second fuse. So I have a second and a half to clear the detonation zone before it would kill me. Why is my friendly AA shooting at me? Bud. What the heck was that supposed to be? I can't believe he survived a hit from that. A little bit. Oh, okay. Well, guess we'll drop those. See where they land. That was unfortunate to get our tail sawn off like that. It's a little annoying. Alright. We'll take that as our exit point, I think. I don't want to spawn either of those. I could spawn them and keep fighting, but just not feeling it. If they get that win, then they earned it, so. But I have no wish to fight them anymore. I also forgot, since we moved up to 2.7, that we could just swap this out and bring a better aircraft for next time. And you suggest 2 verses? Go ahead. Exit out of the game. That way our laptop can start cooling off a little bit. Psalms 59, 1 and 2. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Okay, that's silly that it doesn't work that way on here. Okay, I guess I'll just do this way then. Fine. 59, 1 and 2. I see. Deliver me from mine enemies, O my God. Defend me from them that would rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. Indeed. And then I don't know why, whenever I hit back after that, it didn't take me back to Psalms 36 where we had wrapped up. It took me to Psalms 37 randomly, and I don't know why, because that isn't where we were. But I suppose it do what it want to do. Let's see. So we're gonna open this, then we're gonna swap over to the other screen. And we're going to change our category. There we go. All right. So, here, let me change the music as well. Our war music to something a little more chill. So this is floor 3. This is the floor just above the one that we were working on last night before we wrapped. Which means the main difference here is this, which I need to fix. So this will not be here. Nope. There we go. Actually, hold on. Here's what we do. Copy that, and then paste it, and then we can zoom back out a little bit. That's too much. And then we scoot it over to here. Let's see, take a measurement right quick. That's 48 pixels. I know it says 49, but that's because I selected the wrong spot. That's 41. There we go. That's more correct. So, lock that down there. Now we're gonna take this. We're gonna copy it. We're gonna paste it. We're gonna drag it over. Oh, well, hold up. Gotta need to move it down one more. There we go. And now, paintbrush. I don't know why the other laptop made that noise at me. It should be muted, but apparently it was not. Swap that back to the airbrush. That's the wrong color. Should have done this before I did anything else. I should know better by now. Alright, something like that. And then we swap the colors, change it back to a paintbrush. Clean these lines up here a little bit. Did a little bit too much there. We touch that back up just a wee bit. There we go. And you know what? Because I don't like that's so plainly obvious that that's a repeated texture right there because of how that line goes. Do that, and then that. Not quite so plainly obvious now. Whereas before it was quite obvious that it was a repeated texture. Which is not the objective here. I like having repeated textures because it makes the process a lot easier for producing this if I can just use some of the stuff I've made previously. But you don't want it to be obvious that that's what that is because then it looks shoddy. Let's see. Do that, and then we pop, and then we pop, and then we do that. Why on God's green earth did it think that I wanted to do that? I don't know. But it apparently thought that that's what I wanted, and it was wildly incorrect, but we fixed it. There we go. Something like that, and then we select this. Good. There we go. So, now, zoom back out. Okay. Got all that. Good stuff, good stuff. And then we just repeat the same process on these sides. Okay, so now it is plainly obvious that it looks weird, but that's alright. Zoomed out again, my bad. Make sure that we get this rectangle all straightened up. Because we're going to just drag it over and pick up a sample of the grid. So, like, hold on. Maybe back to where it was. 1062 by 1606. Okay, so 1606 is what we need to worry about there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. You know that. Or not, I guess. We're just gonna have to eyeball it after all. Actually, no, because we got a measure tool. So we can. This needs to go up. How much does it need to go up? 2 spots? Okay. Overcorrected. So. Here's what we're gonna do. Put that back there. Now we're just gonna copy the whole thing, and then it's not an issue. It might be an issue, actually, now that I think about it, because I don't know. I know what to do. Paste as new layer. Turn this layer off for now. Let's see, did it? Yes, it did. Go back down to this layer now. Go back to. Can't do that because it doesn't work. And I forgot. And now it's doing something strange. Or maybe not. Why is it showing that I'm working on the pasted layer again? Okay. All of that was for nothing. uh. Okay. That's 6 out. Good. That's in line. Good. Copy. Paste it again. This time it should be the correct one. Okay. Everything's connected. Set it down. Thank goodness. Okay, so now. Now give me the pasted layer. And then we can merge down. Haha! That's the first time I've successfully used a layer to work around an issue. And it worked out just fine. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to show that this path is blocked off about here. Like, the tunnel has collapsed. This is not a direction that they can go, because this is a direction that leads out of the area. And I don't want to just do it that way, because that's not sufficient. Well, I'm glad that you did do that earlier, Berlin. My apologies that I just now noticed. I get in the zone sometimes whenever I'm trying to work out solutions. So my brain was like, gotta figure out how we do this, bro. But I am glad that you went and you found that quote, because I had wondered where it was in particular. Though I suppose we also eventually would have found it, because we are reading through Psalms, but it would have been in like a month. Hello, Bionic. Welcome in. How are you today, my friend? Trying to think. How do we portray boulders? I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I approve. I approve, Bionic. Regardless, welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Let's see. We're going to try to use a layer again and see if maybe that will be a fortuitous thing to do or not. So here's what we do. Okay, and then paste it as a new layer. Then hide this layer. Okay, so do it that way. Make a paintbrush. Make it decently sized. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to select inside the gray zone only. That way we don't accidentally paint over our borders. Okay, so. I wanted to get rid of the stone floor beneath. Oh, wait, hold on, because I can't do that. Because if I do that, then whenever I take the textures down, they won't work. Darn it. I thought I was clever. I tweren't. Okay, so then we'll instead drag those in. So we need like a darker gray almost. One that'll delineate like, hey, this is stone or something. Now we're zoomed in enough for now. So if we do something like that, getting a little chaotic because of my insistence on doing it the way that I just did it, but like that, and then figured that that would happen. It was going too smoothly. Doesn't look great. But does it at least look like this means that it's like boulders have collapsed and covered the tunnel? Is the question, you know? Does it look good enough? See about maybe adding one more here. Gives it a little bit better look of like depth. Why is it on a pencil? I've never once selected a pencil brush. Now it's on a paintbrush. Now give me an airbrush. How dare you bonk me? Wait, hold on. Bionic. We're not playing. We're not playing Lethal Company though. I don't even know when the next time we will be playing it is. You bonk Varcon? Okay then. Fair enough, I guess. There. How's that look? What do y'all think? That make it look like kind of like what I'm trying to do here. Boulders collapsing and having covered the tunnel. At the very least, I hope that that's sufficient indication, if nothing else, that hey, you probably can't go this way. And if it's not, the hard black line after it will most likely be sufficient. But trying to do a little bit of storytelling with it, you know? Hmm. Guess another thing we could do is not that. That'll do. Anyway. There. Alright. So. Hopefully that is good enough to get across what I'm trying to get across. And we'll mark that, can't go this way. There is no further down the tunnel that can be progressed there, so. That's the main thing. That being said, now we have to do this, but let me see. Do we have... We do. So. We already have an example of it with no... what's the word I'm looking for? With no stairs. Wait, no, because it still needs one of the stairs. So I need to figure out then. That way I can poach just the right area. Alternatively, I could just do it the way that I did it the first time, which also works. Now that I've said it, also seems like a much more reasonable way to do it. Because it's already tried and true. Just disconnect this stair from the wall. There we go. Do it this way. That way we're less likely to hit the wall and accidentally delete part of the wall. That's not the goal here. That's not what I wanted, and you know it. There we go. Put it back where it belongs. I wish there was a way to put a guide. But there is not, as far as I am aware. Okay, so helps if I got the right color. That's way too straight on both of them. Those are both like hard lines that I made. Here's what we're gonna do. I got an idea. So, about 95 pixels long. Okay, why would I rectangle select and then fuzzy select inside the rectangle, and then it thinks that I want to fuzzy select everything outside of the rectangle? Some of these tools are not overly intelligent, but they are free, so. Actually, I almost wonder. Rectangle. Okay, so what is the size? So at 120 by a 110 box. With it being on that line there, so we can go down here then. No, not like that, because there was a bit of it hanging out. Okay, hold on. So it's up where that second hard line starts. What rectangle is it trying to select? Good God, I hate the rectangle select sometimes. The tool does not make sense at times. Don't work. Seven pixels. Six pixels. Need to go one more. And 110. I guess I should have seen that coming. But we'll still see. Well, that didn't quite work. Maybe if it will let me rotate it manually. Arbitrary rotation. There we go. Arbitrary rotation a little bit more. That's gonna take some cleaning up. And honestly, it doesn't look that good either. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. We're just gonna do it by hand. Trying to do it that way is 110% just gonna backfire. It do not work. So let's see. Like I said, I suppose I should have foreseen that outcome, but hold on. Has he started yet? No, it doesn't look like it. Let me get it set up to where I can see his live notification when he does go live. Still gotta figure out how I'm going to do a curved line by hand without botching it, because that is most likely what I will do, because my brain will want to just draw a straight line to connect them. And that's not correct. That's also too thick, now I'm realizing. Here's what we're gonna do. Make an ugly first connection. And we'll just clean it up from there. There. That looks acceptable, I think. It doesn't look spectacular. Oh, I forget that we're on fuzzy select, not on zoom. And once the tiles are all kind of done like that, you can't super tell that they're kind of straight. Like the lines aren't curved as much as they ought to be, but instead they're straight a little bit. It's not as noticeable. It kind of blends in. So, I shall have to do. Also, we're gonna real quickly overwrite the current existing file of this, because don't want to lose all of our work. Because if I lost all of my work, while it's not that much, it would still be something that I would not be thrilled about, you know? I am liking how this is coming out, though. So far, it is coming out decently. Now, though, what we're gonna do... Check those measurements before we do anything drastic here. It needs to come over one. You know what? It's close enough. I don't think anyone will notice, so... Oh. Thought I saw him go live for a second there. It, like, jerked the whole thing. Okay, those line up. And that lines up. So that's going to be good enough then. That's what we'll do there. So, set that down. Maybe. There we go. See how that looks. There we go. That's a bit better. So, then we... I don't know why the live notification channel keeps suddenly jerking in my in the other screen there, but keeps distracting me. I'm over here trying to work and it's just like suddenly it lurches even though no one else has gone live yet. So it's just like it's lying to me. Okay, that and then no wait, no, because that's too much. So go back to here. Now it's a 6 wide. Give me that. Paint that. Set him again. Give me that. Then airbrush. Cool. I know what I can do here. Okay, well, hopefully that's good enough to, nope. So, it does make the steps look really big, though, I'm realizing, which I'm not thrilled about. I guess that first one we can't really delete. This time we just won't space them quite as far apart, because that's, I think, what made it look a little bit janky. No, we'll just leave it like that. Okay. This is the only floor where there's going to be a difference with how you go down to the next floor, because this is the one that enters down into this area next. So it'll be like up here. Take care of myself. All right. Well, I just saw him start the game up at least, so he must be going live any minute now. So, we are going to take that as our point, overwrite that, and discard all this. Alright, chat, stick around for that raid as soon as he goes live, so we might be in the ending screen for a few minutes. It just depends on how long it takes for him to actually launch now that he's started the game. But hopefully, shan't be long. Regardless, we will now be going over to join Rico, and we shall be playing some of the game with him. That game being Space Marines 2. Because we're trying to avoid my laptop overheating again. Regardless, like I said, stick around for that raid. God bless y'all for hanging out. We'll be over there.
Joseph, whenever you come visit us, make sure you have a bunch of popcorn, because you're going to be having a lot of entertainment.
Oh boy.
Yikes.